Hey everybody, it's Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a game called Change Horses. Change Horses is a game designed by Bruce Whitehill, published by Rio Grande Games or Eggertspiel, depending on what country you're in. Plays 2 to 5 players. I don't know why it's just 5. 2 to 5 players, ages 8 and up, in about 30 minutes. And effectively what this is a horse racing game. But the rub here is, you're trying to own the horse that comes in last place. No one wants to be the winner. That's so predictable. You want to be in last place because that's where all the money is not. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand the theme. It's a racing game about being in last place. That's it. Has some cool horse minis, which we'll come back and look at later. But for now, let's go down the table. See how it works.
Come on, play the game.
All right, so here's a game of changing horses, all set up for 4 players. Now, setup is pretty easy. You put the board out in the middle of the table. You randomly put the horses on a starting space. You give each player a jockey, which is basically a deck of cards, a random turn order, which we've done there, and 2 wild cards, which we'll get into when we play those. And then the next thing we need to do before we get started is each player is going to be getting a horse that they own. And I'm going to be playing as this character, so my horse will be face up so you can see it. So we have purple. They have their horse. They have their horse. And the other 2 horses will just go here because we're not going to need these spaces. Now, what you're trying to do in this game is you are trying to own the horse that comes in last place. And the game is going to end when a horse finishes the race or we are out of cards. Okay? So it's, I don't know how many cards there are. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 15 cards, which is about 10 rounds. And you'll see what that means in a minute. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to flip over the turn order. So I'm 4, 1, 3, 2. All right, so that player goes first. What we're going to do is each player is going to draw 3 cards. I'm actually going to play my cards, but they're going to randomly do theirs just because I want you to see what happens. I'm Sir John. This player's Bobby. This player's Joey. And then this player is Ulf. Or Ted. Ulf is in the box. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to be playing a card in turn order to this board here. And the rules are kind of funky. It says you play a card, but it doesn't say if you play it face up or you play it face down. So, place it on the tote board. Yeah, it doesn't say. It seems to make sense to play it face down because you could be swayed by other people's decisions, but whatever. So they're going to play a card. So they'll just play, I'm just going to play the top one. And then 2, they'll play a card. They'll play a card. And the reason this goes in turn order is if you want to play your wild card, which I'll at least play at some point so you can see how it works. They're going to play their card. And then I will play my card. Here's what the cards look like. The cards are going to have 2 colors. The way the movement works is, if there's an odd number of a color, that horse will move that many spaces. If there's ever even, the horse doesn't move. So, and every card has 2 colors, which makes it complicated. But I own purple, so I don't want purple to move. So let's just do this. So I'll put my card out. We'll do this, this, and this. All right, so now we look at the movement. So we'll start with A. A is not represented, so A does not move. We'll go to B, which is orange. B has 2, so it doesn't move. We'll go to C, which is not out here. We'll go to D, which is green. Green has 1, so it'll move 1. E has 3, so it'll move 3. And F, which is purple, has 2, so it does not move. And that's part 1 of round 1. Now we're moving on to round 2. Using these additional cards we have 3, we're going to be playing 2 of them. We're going to do the same thing. So first player still keeps going. And they will play this card. And I'll explain movement here in a second. Second player will play this card. Third player will play this card. And then I had to play a card with purple. That's terrible. So we'll do this. All right, then we'll flip And again, I don't know if they're supposed to be flipped or not. It's fine. Come on, dang it. All right. So now we're going to add up the movement of all the cards that are out here, and the horses are really going to be racing. So we'll start with A. A is yellow. There's one yellow. We'll go with B, which is orange. So there's two oranges, so no movement. We'll go to C, which is red. There's two reds, so no movement. We'll go to D, which is green. One green. We'll go to E, which is blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blue. Then we'll go to F, which is purple, which is 3. So purple will move 3, which is not good for me because I own purple. Let me make sure I keep that in the same lane. Okay. All right, and that is the end of the round. Then what happens is the cards you don't have that you didn't use, they'll get discarded. So discard the cards. We'll take the turn order back. We'll shuffle them. Redeal them out. So 3, 4, 1, 2. Then we'll draw 3 cards again. I'll play through one more round, and then because I want to show you how the wilds go. But then you'll understand how the game works. They'll get 3 cards. They'll get 3 cards. Put them right there so I can reach them. And they'll get 3 cards. All right, and then we go again. So player number 1, they're pretty happy. They don't want to use any special card right now. These we can discard too. Forgot. Got to clear that off. Okay, so those are gone. And now we're going to go again. So number 1, they're just going to play a card. They're happy with what's going on right now. Number 2 is this player. They're pretty happy with what's going on. I am not happy with what's going on, so I'm going to play my wild card before I play my card. And I'm going to use it for, it has 4 different actions. It has a change horse, which is the icon. So I can swap my horse with one that's there, try to get a better one. It has the bucket, which is move any 2 horses to an adjacent lane. Now what that means is it's going to block. So if I wanted to move E over here in front of F, until E moves, F cannot move, which is pretty nice. So that's cool. The rope, if I use it as a rope, I can take it and I can cover up one of these cards here, and it will no longer count as movement. And then a slingshot, move all horses in occupied last 2 rows up 1 space. So it's going to move the last place horses up. But I'm going to use it as a change horse 1. So I'll discard that. I'll take a new horse. I put mine at the bottom. And now I own yellow, which is a better deal. All right. So then that card got discarded, and then I'll play... I don't want yellow to move now, so good, I don't have any yellow. So let's keep this one moving. And then we'll go to 4. They'll play this one, and then we'll flip. All right, oh, yellow, you jerk. Come on. Yes, all right, so we'll start with A, which is yellow. Yellow does not move. We'll go to B, which is orange, no orange. We'll go to C, which is red, no red. We'll go to D, which is green. There's 2 greens, so no movement. And we'll go to E. There's no E, which is blue. Oh, yeah, there's 1 blue. So blue will move 1. Then we'll go to F, which is purple. And we'll move 3. Good job for me by ducking out on that. All right, then we do it again. So, number 1. They're going to use theirs. No, they're not going to use it. They're just going to play their card. Number 2, they'll play their card. Number 3, which is me. I don't want yellow to move anymore. That's fine. I'll play this one. And then Bobby will play this one. And then we flip. All right, so there. Bob, you jerk. Come on. Okay, sweet. All right, so now we add all this up again. So A is yellow. Yellow has 4. Yellow does not move. B is orange. There's 1 orange, so orange will move 1. Okay. C is red. Red will move 1. Red's finally moving. All right. D is green. Green will move 3. 1, 2, 3. E is blue. Blue is 2. They do not move. F is purple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Purple will move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa. They're cooking. All right. And that is that. We'll discard the rest of our cards. And we would pass out turn order, and we would keep it going. And you're going to keep going like that until you run out of cards, or someone has finished the race. In that case, whoever's in last place is the winner. If no one has crossed the finish line, whoever is farthest back is the winner. And I believe there's a tiebreaker. Let's see. These rules are not great. So if 2 or more horses end up in the same row, the player with the ownership certificate has more wild cards. So whoever didn't use their wild horses, if they're tied for last, they would win. That's how you play Changing Horses. Let's go to the top. See what you think about it.
What do you think, son? What do you think?
All right, well, that was Change Horses. So yeah, this is a horse racing game. Not a great one, but let's talk about some components. Look at these. These horses are awesome. You can't see that on the video, but they're like, they almost feel ceramic in a way. Like they feel like an old toy, like a 1920s, 1930s toy. They're really nice. And they're all different colors. The sticker kind of cheeses it up a little bit. Like, yeah. Because they all have a color on them. But I understand if you're colorblind, the red and the orange could be hard, blue and green, all that kind of thing. So they have letters too, which kind of, takes it down. But these are really cool minis. The best part of the game. I'm not really going to talk about the game much more than that. I just wanted to basically highlight this game because there's not a lot of videos. And I got it for pretty cheap at a used bookstore. And the minis are freaking cool. So that's why I wanted to talk about it. The game's not great. The rule book is not great. The board looks cool. It's a cool horse racing board, but I already have cool horse racing boards and Home Stretch and Long Shot, the dice game and Camel Up. I have cool racing boards, so I don't need the racing board, but these are cool. So there is that. So yeah, if you find this and you get it for cheap and you want some cool horse little meeple mini things, do it. If the game looks fun to you, by all means, pick it up. It's not, you're going to have fun with the game. You're going to have fun playing the game, but it's not a good game. It's not something that you're going to want to keep coming back to. Like, man, I got to get in last place. I don't know how I messed that up so bad. And it's always that one time when you don't want to get, when you want to get last place that you get like first place or something. That's what happened to me. Of course, the one game that I don't want to win, I win. So I didn't win. But either way, if you find it and it looks cool, pick it up. If it's cheap, it's going to be cheap. But if you have other horse racing games, by all means, ignore this one. So that's Change Horses from Rio Grande Games. I'm Jason with the Boardgame Mechanics. And as always, keep gaming.